Welcome back, everybody. Today, how to shield your hard-earned assets. We're going to also reveal the perfect time to build a trust, why it's critical for your future, and how to ensure your most valuable possessions safely pass to your loved ones. Maxx Forti is an attorney with the McLario firm. We're going to talk about all this and break it down for you. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Let's start with the irrevocable trust. Just what is it in simple terms?
So there are a lot of different types of irrevocable trusts, but for the main point of this conversation, I'm more focusing on the Medicaid compliant irrevocable trust, which is, you have your revocable trust, but an irrevocable trust essentially allows you to shield and protect assets from Medicaid as long as it's done correctly. So that's legally,
correctly, all
yes,
that.
exactly. So one of the things you have to know with an irrevocable trust that differs from a revocable and other types of trusts is that as the person putting the assets into it, you are relinquishing your total control over that asset. You are handing it off to a trustee that you appointed and saying, take care of this. I am relinquishing control. I can have no benefit from this asset anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
That's what an irrevocable
Yes.
trust is.
Yes.
Okay. When should you create that? Because I think a lot of people wonder at what point you should be setting that up.
Yeah, so when you're thinking about planning for Medicaid or just your care in the future, it's better to pre-plan for an irrevocable trust. And
Okay.
in your 60s, maybe early 70s is a time to really think about this type of trust because of how, I guess, you need to set it up in advance. That's one of those protection tools that will, provide the benefit, but you need to put in the work beforehand.
Now, what if you have debts on your property?
So when it comes to an irrevocable trust, you really don't want to put an property in there that has a lien or a debt, mortgage-based. It's not an ideal situation.
Is that because then your loved ones inherit that debt?
Well, it can continue on so let's say you put a property into an irrevocable trust with a mortgage. The liability to pay that mortgage not only falls on the trust now, comes off of you, but that means it might have to be refinanced. There might have to be other issues that come up related to that. That's why you want to transfer a clean title into an irrevocable trust so you don't have to worry about those things.
Okay. Now, when you have assets and you have enough income to live comfortably, is that still a time you should be making plans like this?
Yes, so that's kind of one of the main reasons to use an irrevocable trust. It's, you have to sit down and have a conversation about, do I have the assets and money outside of what I'm going to put into this trust in order to live comfortably? Because the main, Medicaid compliance part of this is that 5-year look-back penalty that I've talked about in the past on this show, where once you set up an irrevocable trust, you are, essentially, ineligible for Medicaid for 5 years from the date that you put anything in that trust, because that's the 5-year window that they look back, and if they see that divestment, as they call it, the only way to cure it is to take the house back and sell it.
Oh, wow.
So that's why.
Yeah, because you said a Medicaid compliant irrevocable trust.
Yes.
So that Medicaid compliance is an important component of this. So it's about not being able to access the benefit for that amount of time.
Exactly.
Okay. So what assets should someone put in an irrevocable trust?
So generally, it's property. It's your house, your primary residence is a good place to start. Obviously, if you have rental properties, that's a great way to protect them. And, beyond the Medicaid compliance part, if you just want an irrevocable trust to protect assets, sometimes you can just utilize a regular irrevocable trust for that. Otherwise, you can always put investment assets. You can always put, other life insurance policies, all those things.
Oh,
and that kind of
too.
changes the complexity or the scope of the irrevocable trust depending on what you're putting into it.
Okay, so what about maintaining the property, the trust property? Do you have any tips for that?
So the most frequent question I get asked is, well, who pays for the rent? I mean, who pays for the taxes? Who pays for the utilities?
Yeah.
Because now the trust is the owner of the property. So what I like to talk to people about is setting up a rental agreement. Think of it as you're the tenant now in your own property and your trustee is the landlord. Setting up a rental agreement that specifies utilities and taxes and prorates those so that every year you're paying into it, which is Medicaid compliant, because paying rent, paying utilities, those are all necessities that won't bar you from or penalize you from Medicaid. So creating that type of agreement, as long as it's set in stone, everyone signs it, it's agreed to,
Okay.
and you can adjust it over time. Obviously taxes, they change, but That's one of the big tips that I've had for a lot of people, and it's been working, and it makes
works.
it easier because, you know, you don't want to leave your trustee in charge of paying and finding money to pay for your property.
Yeah.
It's nice where you can still, you know, put money into it.
What would you say is the number one most common issue you see related to setting this up and problems that people have?
It's generally the commingling of assets that are not in the trust. It's, you know, someone wants to put more money into they want to set up a bank account in the irrevocable trust after it's already been established. You know, at that point, it pushes that 5-year period further forward, and you have to wait longer. Obviously, if it's, you know, if we're talking about Medicaid compliance, that 5 years is a long time.
Yes.
So you don't want to continue to prolong that, and by putting money in there that's not related to the trust, or, you know, handling the money in the trust when you're not the trustee, those are common mistakes that are made that could cause issues later on down the road.
Important to avoid those by talking to an expert like you. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for
exactly.
being here. Really
Of course.
appreciate it.
Yes, thank
and if you would like to set up a consultation, ask all your questions about asset protection with a Medicaid compliant trust, contact the attorneys at the McLario firm. Here's the number. It's 262-251-4210. Let them sort it out for you, right? Or for more information, you can visit them online too at McLario.com.